Fabien,
It's me.
are you ready?
I think I am. Let me make my camera working and unmute myself. I'm okay. I'm okay to go.
Yeah, we can see you. So pop this.
Okay, so I'm about to talk about how we can build up faster with dynamic interaction, which is a new feature from Salesforce coming. And I think it's a great feature. So I really wanted to present it to all of you guys. So, well, let's start. So a quick slide to show who I am. So I'm a Salesforce MVP. My name is Fabien Taillon first. I'm a Salesforce MVP. I'm CTO at Texay, which is a French consulting company. I'm also leading the Paris developer group. I'm part of French CzechDreamin team. Yeah, thanks, Vincent. And this is my Twitter handle, Fabien Taillon. So you can follow me on Twitter and ask any questions there if you have any. So let's see, what are dynamic interactions? So there have been a couple of blog posts about Salesforce, but it's always easier to understand when you see it. So it's an easy way to bind components together in a builder. It's really easy to update for developers to update the current components. And today it's in pilot, but we are in the pilot, so hopefully I have some screenshots for you. So how does it work today? Let's explain first the problem it's trying to solve. So we are using a custom application just to show you. So it's just a list of records on the left. And when you click on one of the records, it will update on the right a second component with the data related to the clicked contact on the left. So what do you have? It's a custom component, of course. So let's see what do we have in App Builder. So in App Builder, if I have to create this kind of components for, let's say, my customer, my app builders, I will create only one component. And it's not really great because, well, if an admin wants to use either one or the other component, he can't. And if I want to add an interaction with another component, it's not possible to. Well, I'm a developer, and when I look at my code, actually, it should be very easy to split the component into two small components because this is my code. You see, there is two lines, one line per component. So there is no reason for me as a developer not to expose the individual component instead of the big one in a builder. But well, what if we try to do it today? Today it won't really work, and let's see why. So you can see on the bottom left. Instead of having my big component, I will create two, well, splits and expose in a builder my two small components, which are account detail and account list. And I am able actually to drag and drop them in a builder. And well, but then what's the issue? The issue is that then when I click on the list, nothing is happening. So you can see this nice animation. You can click on any record, any contact you want. Nothing will ever change on the second component on the right because, well, I just drag and drop individual components and that's it. When I was using my big components, what was done? It was my code of the parent component that would unlink this kind of stuff. So it's actually very, very easy. It's when you look at the code of the my big component, there are only two lines. And these two lines, what are they doing? They are taking the events and all the attributes from the second component and linking them together. So that's good because you had 20 seconds to stay on this animation. So it's good that I was late on the previous one. So let's see what dynamic interaction can help us with and how they can replace the two lines of code we have seen. So what do we have if you want to replace these two simple lines of code with point and clicks? So, well, on the first section is the target component, so the component on the right. So as you can see, there is a regular attribute on the right that you already know. And on the source component on the left, you see there is a new tab, which is Events tab. And this is something new that is thanks to dynamic interaction. So what should we do when you click on Events tab? Well, you just have to set up what kind of component you want to target. So we will select the account detail, and we will select the record ID and API name with the events coming from the component from the left. So it's not hard-coded anymore. It's now coming from the event. So first you see the target component attribute. When you click on the component, you can hard-code them. That's not what we want. thanks to dynamic interaction, we won't hardcode them. We'll fill them with the event values coming from the component from the left, so the list. And this is doing in point and click exactly the same thing as the 2 lines of code we are seeing. And the cool thing with this is that we can not only, well, replace these 2 lines of code, but as an administrator, I can also drag and drop a second component if I want, like a location component, and add another dynamic interaction. So I will have 2. And when I click on the contact, I will be able to not only display the information, but also display a map with the information. And yeah, with point and click, actually, you can do everything that was done with code before. But now you can do very easily with just point and click. So no code needed anymore. And yeah, I think we can just look at this nice animation for 20 seconds, because I think it's really great to be able to do that with point and click and not with code. So let's have a quick look on what can be, what needs to be done to update our components as a developer. So, well, you can see the first component was the big one. It's easy to split it. I will just expose the two components individually. And the code that we've seen that is handling the interaction between the 2 components is not needed anymore, because this will be handled with dynamic interaction. And the only thing we need to do, well, in the source component, so the list, when I click on one of the contacts, on the left, you can see the code. There is already an event that is fired, but before it was catched by the code. Now it's with dynamic interactions. The only thing we need to do is on the right to add in the property of the component an event to say, okay, we are firing an event now, and this is what will be displayed in App Builder. So as a summary, it's a great new feature for App Builder because it's very easy to set up. You can expose more granular components for app builders. And as you can see, for existing components, it's very, very easy to update them so that your components are available for app builders. And there are a few links to Salesforce blog posts here that were published recently. So you can see a few of these print screens too and read more about it. And I think that's almost it. I think that was fast. It was really fast.
That was pretty cool. Looking forward when this feature will be generally available.
Yeah, I think it's a great feature. So I guess you want my number, right?
I want your number.
Yeah, I think I would say 42, right? Quite a geeky number.
Nice. Nice. Okay, thank you.